Morning everyone, it's Matt from 5Doc Physiotherapy and Sports Injury Centre. I'm down here at Plus Fitness in 5Doc. Today we have Andrew in the background as well as his patient Elliot. We're actually discussing what happens in post-op recovery. So what are the different stages that we go through during recovery after you've torn your ACL and had some surgery. The boys are going to do a little drill in the background whilst I just take you through some of the stages. If you are watching, please press like below or comment any questions that you have along the way. So we can see Elliot's he's kind of lunging and catching a ball down there. So this certainly isn't in the early stages post-op. So I guess in the initial stages, once you've injured your knee and you've had some surgery, you're going to basically first kind of goals, I guess, are that we want to get you walking normally again. Quite an agility drill there, looks quite difficult. We want to get you normally walking, we want to get your knee nice and straight, and we want to get your VMO muscle, so the little muscle on the inside of your knee, activating well again. We also want to get your movement and your swelling, start to decrease your swelling as well. The next stage is more of a muscle control and strengthening side of things. So we would want to start to really improve your quad and hamstring strength. We really want to make sure that your gait is normal by this stage, that you're walking well. And we'll also start to do a little bit of balance and proprioception training at that point. So that's kind of more between weeks 2 and 6. From there, we start to kind of heavily start to work on balance and proprioception. So I'm just going to walk out of the way so that people can still train all around me. Basically, in the next stage between 6 and 12 weeks, we're really working heavily on strength, working heavily on balance. This kind of a drill would still be too difficult at this stage. We really need to start to improve people's confidence in their knee. It's quite a tough thing in that you're not very confident. You've just had this big surgery, so it's quite a tough thing. And we also really want to get heavily involved with our hamstring rehab at that stage. Now, from weeks 12 to 5 months, we've probably just started thinking about jogging, hopefully. Elliot's getting puffed out behind me by the looks of things. Andrew's putting him through his paces there. We really want to start to include some more sport-specific activities, and that's kind of the stuff that the boys are doing now. They're doing a little bit of agility work, using some cones, and that's kind of why we've included the gym as part of this rehab program. There's a little bit more space down here. There's some amazing equipment that we can use to specifically get some strength, and really sport-specific things like this are fantastic. If Elliot's going to return to football, something like that, basically we can incorporate the different types of balls involved as well. And then I guess from 5 months onwards, that's when we're really targeting sport-specific drills. Now, how long is ACL recovery? It really does vary. I guess it's kind of between 6 and 12 to 18 months even for some people. Depends on how good they are at their rehab. It depends on how, I guess, the other stage that we didn't talk about, which is a pre-operative stage, really important. If you do pre-op physio, you tend to get really good muscle strength and control before you go into surgery, and it means there's less catch up. It means your gait, your normal walking pattern has improved as well. So that's probably the early stages as well, really important. Now, there's basically lots of different guidelines. I've got the one from North Sydney here with me, but there's lots of different protocols that we follow. Every surgeon has their own specific guidelines, which we are inclined to follow and make sure that people do really well, as they have different biases, I guess, and these things can vary from person to person, so it's certainly a tailor-made thing. Now, if you have injured your knee and you've had ACL surgery, or you're concerned that you have injured your knee and it might be your ACL, check out our blog. There's a link above. I think I've torn my ACL. What should I do now is what the blog's called. Have a read of that. It's got some really cool information. The other thing I probably failed to mention is that once people do get to, say, Elliot's stage, they'll be down at the park doing a lot of drills as well, but there's a lot of preventative programs that they'll tend to finish off their ACL recovery with. PEP programs, FIFA 11s, the knee program. There's so many different ones that they can do. Really, really beneficial, and a lot of people do them to prevent ACL tears entirely. So I highly recommend that, and I can post some links maybe in the comment section below as well if you did want to have a look at any of those and you just want to not go down that path of an ACL tear. Hopefully you found this information helpful. If you have, please like this post, share it with your buddies, and comment any questions that you have below. If you do need some physiotherapy, give me a call in the clinic, 97132455. Alternatively, you can use the online booking button above and book online. Matt, Andrew and Elliot down here at Plus Fitness in 5 Doc, thanks so much for watching on. Cheers.